then share the screen. Preparing live stream. There's an extra little step here. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Rightio. Let's have a little look. Has that started streaming yet?
I'm just going to go into the tunnel, Steve. So if I lose you, I'll pick you back up when I come out the other side.
No worries. Fine.
Get back across the water, yes, when we go for the tunnel.
Right. Let's have a look here.
It's
Right.
working on YouTube, Steve.
Yeah, we should be going in now. So, right, okay, all right, guys, let's get going, and let's see what we've got. Hang on a second. Right, I'm top right-hand corner again, aren't I? As you know, I think I'm gonna have to change the software because it doesn't seem to do what we want it to. But anyway, we'll get rid of BTC. We'll look at what we were doing this morning as a bit of a recap first. So, right, this morning, right here. So, what's this? This is UKX. Right, something has gone completely wrong with PRT. Look at that. It's locked in. We're actually making money. And the market, the broker, good old IG, have got it wrong again. Let's have a look at what the actual chart says. I can't believe IG can consciously, incompetently keep doing all this. Let's have a look. That's the wrong account. Where can we put this trade out? Can I just refresh that and see if that will work? No, it still says minus. And it should be 10 pip. We are 10 pips up. Let's hang on a second. We might have a. Did I put this on the futures market? Nope, it's not on the futures market. It is on the DBF market. Cash market. Right, question to everyone. Everyone that was on this morning, I've got different people as well. So it looks like why isn't IG it really does how can I put this politely? It really frustrates me, IG, consciously incompetent or unconsciously incompetent, I would say, with the PRT. This is actually 8.9 pips down, and it in the profit. You can see the market level here quite clearly. Anybody else got this problem? You should be 9 pips in profit here, but we've got nothing. I'm just going to see if I can cancel that off. Look at the history. Does that say we've made some money? Yes, 9.7 pips profit. That's ridiculous. Just make sure it's DBF. Yeah. It's a bit bad when you can't trust your broker, isn't it? It's a really bit. So what we're looking at this afternoon. So a recap on the morning, and we couldn't stream the morning with technical issues. I think you call that my issues, and at 8 o'clock, the market came down, hit Camarilla breakout short for on the cam level. Then we traded the back up to the close, and then we traded a 15-minute bar, as you know, coming from here, coming down to the cam level again, and so that is that was quite nice. I've took the trade off. I'm just wondering whether we can trust it to trade on the right line. I'm not sure. Let's go and have a look at the DAX. See what we can do with the DAX. So the ideal position this morning was trying to come down to here. But we streamed from 10 o'clock till 12, only on the Zoom room, of course. We couldn't get the connection working into YouTube. Zoom had done an upgrade, and the upgrade disconnected the live stream. So the 15-minute bar was here for this morning. So I don't know. There's no one on now that was on this morning, and that would still be in play. So I didn't take that this morning. I was so dejected by none of the connections working. So it's Friday. We know what generally happens on a Friday with the DAX. We usually get quite a nice rise. But what we're looking for here is a 15-minute bar reversal. Excuse me, sip my coffee. So I'm hoping to catch a 15-minute bar reversal on that. Gold, we mentioned gold again, and this morning trading gold. And what we were looking for on gold was a reversal to come back up into this level here, and expecting the market to drop down into this supporting oblique. The market is negative. We know it's negative, of course, because we are trading under the 4-hour 200 EMA. And the perfect storm for me to do was for the market to have a little pop up to this area and then to sell the market. Unbalanced volume, we can see the unbalanced volume is pretty negative. We might find some buyers into this confluence here, but we're not sure whether that will happen or not. Doesn't matter what we think, the market is always right. Let's drill down into the 1 hour. So what we're looking at here was a reversal here, a fractal here into the 15-minute bar was a break, if we could get that above here where the stop onto the swing low, and short from these levels. That's where the bottom was at the time, and we never got anything. So let's have another rethink. Let's zoom right out. Where could this market go to? Well, from a technical point of view, we know, from a day trading point of view, we know we're negative. From a more of a swing trade point of view, we know we are positive, and we're positive until we break down on this line. As far as price action is concerned, there's a 9 EMA. We're just on balance. We're just below price action, so the market is a negative connotation at the moment. Let's draw some other areas in. So there we go. 4 hour changes the whole perspective. As a day trader, we are negative. Do I want to trade this negative? Not really. I would trade it higher up, but I think I'll put an alert down into the bottom here, into this fractal reversal area here. So we'll put some resistance, draw that resistance in here. The candle's coming down and have resisted And you can see here, this is the first level of resistance that we'll come to. And we'll just put an alert down on the stotch, down into these levels here. Just noticed here, the stotch is configured incorrectly. For gold, it's 1555. I must have been fiddling with that before, so let's put gold on. Let's have a look at where we are with the bots. So we've got 3 shorting opportunities according to the bots. Let's just zoom right out a minute. Let's have a little look. Well, we can get rid of these targets. We've hit all those targets already, and the 100% Fibo expansion, that's all been hit. Right. Nobody wants to see us making loads of profit and hitting all the targets. Let's just have a little look. Let's go further out. Those are my targets, longer term targets. But you can see here on a weekly, we've got some we're coming down towards the weekly. You can see on a weekly, absolutely negative. Daily negative. 4 hour, absolutely negative. You can see the phase waves here. We've got a wave 1 coming down, 2, another 1, another 2, a large 1, market into a consolidation. And we know what generally happens with a consolidation area. The market usually exits in the same direction as it entered. So it entered on a short, it's gone sideways, and it will therefore more than likely fall back out into a negative connotation again. Something for us to look out for. Do we want to put the bots on with the market pushing up on the 4 hour? On the 1 hour, yeah, the market's getting completely overcooked. Let's just put the 415 reversal on rather than the gold. I don't want to keep configuring gold wrong. There we are. So we're back in a 415, and I need to reconfigure that back to 8 on that format. I wonder if IG are playing silly buggers again. Let's save that. Is it missing the template? So back to goal. No, it's okay. Right, so let's get back to it. So we're completely overcooked on the 1 hour. So what we want to be doing here, the market's now broken down here. So that filter, let's put the filter back on, Kiwi USD. So we're looking for Kiwi USD, NZD USD. Are you able to get yours on, Andy, or you're in the car, yeah?
Yeah, I'm in the car, so I can only watch at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can only watch. I've got a chap driving for me, but I can't get any trades on.
Right. That was a shout out. Was that you, Mark? It's not that. NZD USD.
Yeah, I am there. Sorry, I just had things in the way on my screen.
Right, I'm just looking for the Kiwi bots. Ta-da. Where's the bots? We haven't had a Kiwi USD for a while. Let's get Kiwi USD up. Kiwi USD frackers. So the fractal engine, Kiwi USD, there we are. Modify, and we've been actually redoing that. Right, so I'll tell you what we'll do. The Kiwi USD, the reason it's been took off is because I'm remodifying the stops and limits. So we'll have a little look now, and we'll re-engineer that now. So we are engaging on a 1 hour. So what I want to do is we want the market to move quite nicely. We'll still run it from the 29th of November very quickly. Already done that, 29th of November. We'll run that back down into 6-minute time frame. And we're going to look at a new A1 fractal. So what we're doing here, A1, what we're doing here is doing some back testing to hone this bot. So we're looking at a stop to end. This is the routine. And here we're looking for a routine. Let's get this down to 1. A routine of stop to entry. It was 10 before, so we'll run that. That's okay. A2, last time we were looking at 20 and 14, so that's okay. And everything's okay, ready to run. So into 6 minutes, and we'll run that from the 29th through to now, real time. And we'll see what it takes to perform. So let's run that back test and let's look at the assessments. So far we've found a configuration that'll win 83% of the time, but the gain is not worth looking at. So I'll quickly run this. Dun, 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 dun. In fact, I want to be able to put the DAT. We're going to run through the American markets for the open. They're open in 10 minutes. So that's bad timing of me doing some back testing. There's only 10 minutes to go, isn't it? Flipping heck. We'll come back to the Kiwi USD, I think. Come on. We'll have to stop that. We'll remind me, Kiwi USD. We'll come back to the back testing on that one, because I want to go through the American markets and what we're going to do. So let's go to the Dow. So this morning we were setting a potential Dow trade. We're looking for the closing gap. So you can see the closing gap here. And at the moment, we're a monster away on the closing gap. We're at 255 pips. Well, 255 pips is an absolute monster of a trade. Get rid of that. We do not want to be trading under Camarilla breakout short. Now, there is an issue here, of course. We've got a gap to close, and the gap is here, the closer here. We've got an extreme gap and closing gap higher up from the 17th of December. So we've got an extreme gap and closing gap, and we have a closing gap here. Now, ideally, when you're looking at this structure, we want to be able to trade this back up. The issue we've got as day traders, we've got the 4-hour 200 EMA here. The Dow isn't one of the ones that we really want to focus on today. We want to focus on the DAX. We really want to focus on today. We want to focus. Oh, is that Pep on Twin? Oh yeah. Sorry, I should type in here. Hi guys. So right, let's have a little look. We've got the market negative on the 4 hours, so really we're going against the trend, which is not fantastic. We don't want to be doing that. So we want to be trading half stakes. So when we're trading 0.5%, if we're going to trade against the trend here is your friend, and the trend is down. So we've got a trend that's down on the 4 hour. On 1 hour, we've got the trend breaking positive above Camarella breakout long. So you can see C-boss here. It's breaking it. So once we get above C-boss, we could confidently trade that we're coming back within the extremes of the market. We've blown the daily low yesterday. The only trade that I would be reasonably keen on doing a support and resistance is if, what time is it now? 23 minutes past. If the market come out the trap, can blow down to here, into this area here, I would then be happy to put one of our rise trades in here. So the market, once it flushes out some of the retail traders around here, knocking tight stops out, we can go back in and get clicked up here, and we can then head all the way back up to the close. That would be quite a nice nice trade to do. So we'll watch that on balance volume is down, but if we're going to trade this, then two things. If we're going to trade from this level and the market's going to rise, we've got a gap to go, but we've got pivot risk. You do not go against the pivot risk, especially Camarella breakout short. If the market opens below Camarella breakout short, then it's likely to open and continue short and go further down, especially if it's with the trend. And if you can see here on the 15-minute through to the 4-hour, the trend is your friend and it's going to come screaming down. The only hope you've got here of getting in is a rise trade and market bouncing off here and going up. Otherwise, we want the market to break C-boss. So I'm quite happy to do a C-boss trade. A trade above C-boss, so we're looking at 137 pips there. The ATR, to show the ATR today, the ideal place away from the distance away from the close, ideally is 140 pips. We're 137, somewhere between 30% ATR and 15% ATR is the ideal marker. We've got 137. And I'm going to put a 15%. Do we need a 15% ATR stop? I'm not sure. Let's just have a quick measure of this. We have 5 minutes. So, you know, yeah, 7. Let's call it. It's 7. We're around. It's 70. So 137 is the target, and the stop is 71. And we're going to use 0.5%. So it's 0.5%. What we're going to do, we're going to put this in now as a trade. There we go. We're going to put that in as a trade to close the gap here. So we're looking at that gap close there. And if the market can come down lower, then we've got an opportunity for a little double bounce off here with a rise trade or a 15-minute bar. So have a quick look on the NAS. On the NASDAQ, well, we're kind of in an interesting situation here. NAS closed 21,768. 21,768. We could actually put a position in here. Again, if you look, and we're very different from the Dow. We're very different for the simple reason the 200 EMA on the 4-hour saying we are screaming long. Well, we do want to trade this long today. The 1 hour is saying we're long also, and we've come down to a good resistance area here. Now, what we need to do is have a look at pivot risk. Pivot risk, we've got C-boss here. C-boss, so we're going to be trading above C-boss. So we could do, as we commonly call it, walking the dog on the flat tops, Heikinashi. In other words, you follow the flat tops down. And we could, this is known as a 2-ring low. we can actually put a stop, a buy stop here. The reason I'm saying here is because we can get the reversal above CBOS and go for that close, and the risk reward is favorable and it's with the trend. So we can look at here, we can all the sixes, 666. We can have 100 pips with a 50 pip stop. So put a 50 pip stop there. 100 pip, we're putting this in now because we, try to trade multiple markets at once is a bit of a nightmare, really. But let's, we're looking to close that gap here. So we're looking at a gap close here. We want to front run that for a 2% trade. We've got 2 minutes left to go. So the DAX and the NASDAQ are the two favorites of me to trade today. So we'll for the NAS and for the Dow gap, we do need the markets to pull back up through. So I'm just going to have a quick look at the S&P, then we'll, in a minute's time, we will watch. So here, something I marked up earlier. So you can see we have CBOS here. Again, we need to be trading above that. And for the S&P, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put an alert back up to here because I'll be interested in the 15-minute bar reversal to close the gap there. And I'll be interested in a wall trade or an S3 here down here as well. So with 30 seconds to go, let's go back to the Dow and let's watch what this right now what we can do here, let's move this out to 60 at 5 and we'll do a rise trade here. Right, a rise trade here at 41, take that off. So we're going to do a rise trade here and we're going to hopefully get momentum buyers. This is a system trade that we do every day. What we want to do is to try and get in here at 0.5% risk only. Again, if we fail, we're going to go in again on this gap trade. So on balance volumes down, what we're doing is looking for the market to have its initial bar. We're waiting for buys to come into the market. If we don't get the buys, then we're risking 0.5% only. We will add to that if we get a 15-minute bar reverse and the break into CBOS to do the final close. If we get stopped out, then we will be looking at another mechanism to get in, and that would be a 1-minute fracker. But until that happens, either way, we need to keep an eye on what's going on. So I'm just waiting for the markets to make the move. You can see on the unbalanced volume here is minus 6,000. I expect on the Dow to be somewhere between 150,000 and 250,000 on a normal day. It's absolutely dead, but the average true range is moving on. So we're getting more participants in the market. Unbalanced volume at the lower scale are telling us there's some participants on balance buying the market rather than selling the market. It's a shame we couldn't get the YouTube done this morning. So I'm just getting some text. So we're going to the smaller time frame. You'll be able to see that on balance will manifest itself into the green bars here. Not quite. What we have got, as I mentioned before, potential flush out here with tight stops. A lot of people will put the stops in very tight, trying to get the biggest advantage possible. Just because the market started to go up does not mean to say it's going to continue. What we do want to see is the unbalanced volume stay green, and we want to see a build on this. One thing, as you know in the room, is the 9 EMA is certainly our friend. Really closely tracks price action. Whilst we're trading under the 9 EMA, there's no such thing as a safe trade, but whilst we're trading under 9 EMA, this price action is very, very negative. The actual trend is very, very negative, and what we're trying to do is to close an open gap in the market all the way up here. So we've got a big ask here. That's why we're only risking 0.5%. Let's have a look at what the other American markets are doing. The NAS is the most interesting one for me. Right, so all the markets are really pushing down to begin with. This might be just a waiting game, I think. I want to trade. I want to close the gap. It would be nice to get 2% out of this, but we're not going to try and chase a falling sword. You'll get your fingers cut off doing that. Let everybody else do that. Let's zoom right out and have a look. The context of this, you can see the market could pull back a bit. Not interested in shorting the NASDAQ, interested in buying the NASDAQ. Just have a look, see if we've got the Santarelli bots pitched on. Yes, we have, yeah. So we've got the, yeah, so the bots will catch any reversals going long. One thing we're to watch out for here, you can see quite clearly on the 4-hour where we've got market reversals around here, all the way around to S3, which is a classic S3 pivot. So we want to be very, market could easily pop down in, well, we'll do that onto that fractal here. The market pops down into here. This will give us an incredibly good opportunity for a 15-minute bar reversal. So what we're looking for on a 15-minute bar is 15 minutes. So we'd be looking, let's another, when's the last time the market opened? Before Christmas. Yeah, before Christmas. Here we are. Where's the open? The open. 2:30. So nothing there. There's a 15-minute bar, but we're not going to do hindsight trading because a 15-minute bar is usually only good after a wee bit of a pullback. There is a fractal there to break out, and obviously that would have worked well. We would not have took that. There's no real setup there. The continuation setup was a 15-minute bar here. 15-minute bar closing. Can I make this larger? So if you disregard the futures market, I know a lot of people in our room trade the futures market. So a nice pullback, you need 3 bars, 1, 2, 3, qualifies, and a close above the 9 EMA. So we've got that close above the 9 EMA. The trade then would be a 1-to-1, or as high as practically possible, would be a break of that 15-minute bar, stop under the swing low, and you would trade that on a 1-to-1. If you want to extend that, then you would trade this market all the way until you get a break of the 9 EMA, or you get a market close at that was at 6 o'clock UK time. So you would have had a bit of a monster trade on Christmas Eve. I would have liked to said I got into it, but I didn't. So there was 249 pips with a 35 pip stop. So that was a monster 15-minute bar reversal. As I said, the 15-minute bar reverses are so powerful. And I'm just, the reason I was a little bit late is because we're doing, I'm doing, where are we? 15 min. I should have named it a little bit better, shouldn't I? 15 min bar. There it is. Double hashtag started today. So just started the code for a 15-minute bar reversal using Icanashi candles, and I'll be following that through over the weekend. So what this basically is going to detect a 15-minute bar reversal and then trade it for you. So there's some monster trades. So what we're looking for today, moving back, doesn't really look much like a 15-minute bar territory at all. But patience always pays. Let the market come to you. The ideal position to trade the market would be above Camarilla breakout short. So we're within risk, we're within the risk elements of pivots, I should say, Camarilla pivots. The C-boss is Camarilla breakout short. It's an Camarilla pivot and it's an R4 pivot. This is an area where we could risk a small trade. Now, let's have a little look here. A 0.5% risk. We've now come down to a double tap reversal. We have an ATR of 15%. We could risk 0.5% with a 50 pip stop, an ATR stop. I'm going to do that now. This is really getting in on a bull market. So that's at 50. Do we want to do a rise trade on here? Now let's just have a little look at what it would take to get out of here. Let's just get into the frackers. So there is no fractal whatsoever. We're in a fractal breakaway short here. That was a fractal breakaway short there coming down. I didn't take that. You can trade against the trend. This is going against the trend, and that fractal short would have been a break of that fractal there. Stop above here. And that would have been 1, 2, 3% trade. It's great, it's hindsight trading. You always make money hindsight trading. So, right, what we're looking at here. I want to be able to see if we can get into this market. You can see on the daily, we're very positive. On the 4-hour, we are positive, but we're still coming down. We're on a S3. So this reversal fractal looks a nice opportunity for a fractal reversal. At that level, we can put a rise trade in there, I think, at 15.14 there. I'm going to can that 1%. I'm going to open this 0.5% trade at 50 pips, and I'm going to put that in at 249 pips. So let's give an electronic burnout, 249 with a 50 pip stop on a 0.5%. That's 4.98%, but we're risking only 0.5%, so that's a 2.5% potential rise trade. Ideally, you know, the market keeps coming down, then the market keeps coming down. We're not going to chase anything because only a madman chases the price. We want the price to come back up with a back up to us. We're overcooked on the stochastic. We're right into this confluence here. We're waiting for the market to come back up to what was a 4-hour, and it's a 1-hour fractal reverse there. So we are waiting to see what happens. Generally, when you get to a S3 level, if the market breaks S3, then, well, the market generally will just keep coming down, and we might see 21,300 on there. If we do, we're not going to chase it, that's for sure. Certainly not going to chase that. So there's the Nasdaq. Well, best go and have a little look at the Dow for that gap, because that was a bit of a monster trade. Put some alerts here, so we'll alert ourselves out. Again, you know, we're just coldly putting our trades in, picking our levels, keeping emotions intact. Actually, I'm writing at the moment a guide, if I can find it. We're taking on too many bits at once. Where's my, whoops, what have I done with the guide? There it is. Put this back on. Mastering the mental edge, emotional intelligence in trading. It includes references to, oh, where's my, here we are, just pushing that in. So it's a mastering through, there's about 7 chapters about cognitive biases on trading, practical tips, practical real life lessons. It's all compressed so I can read it quickly and take you through getting that mental edge in the market. And this is going to be a bit of a guide. It's about 3,000 words so far. It's probably going to be about 4,000 or 5,000 words. And it references a lot of the trading gurus and people who are notable in emotional intelligence. So something to look forward to for bedtime reading. If you can't sleep, then there's something there that will potentially send you to sleep. So there is that there. So let's go back to this now after I've messed it all around. So yeah, there we go. Market is really pressing S3. We're not going to move our trade. We're here unless the market comes down significantly more. Let's have a look at that Dow. Right, so Dow, you can see OBV9, on balance volume 9. It's a bespoke indicator, of course. And we're really, it's really pressing there now. So we're up 80 plus pips with a 60 pip stop. So we're up 0.5% now. So if we are right, the market should not come down to this area again. So for the guys in the room, make this risk-free now. We've got a free trade, and we're looking for a bit of a monster trade. We're looking for 280 pips today, and we're risking 50. So we're looking for 2.5%. Now, if and when the market breaks, let's just zoom out a little bit. I mentioned about this, the Holy Grail, 15-minute bar reversals. What a beautiful 15-minute bar. What I mean by that is the ideal 15-minute bar when you're doing a reversal is to have a flat bottom and a Heikin-Ashi candle, and for the 15-minute bar to close above the 15-minute EMA and also the 9. The only way that this would be any better is if the 4-hour trend was with you, and the 4-hour trend is not with us. So it isn't the perfect storm, but it's a very, very good sign. What we need is for the market to break out of this area here. If we see the market breaking out of this area here, which is above Camarilla breakout short, we've removed the short pivot, and we can see the market very, very quickly come up to the server switchover at 43,244, and then heading up towards this close. Let's zoom right out again. So again, if we see this price above, let's get this out of the way. Camarilla breakout short here. We can then probably add 0.5% to this. This is risk-free now. We're 90 odd pips to the upside. A lot better than 1-to-1. We're 1-to-1.5 at the moment. Happy days. And but you know, we're not happy until we hit our goal, which is closing that gap. That's a gap we want to close. So what we do have here as well is an extreme gap, an X gap. So you know, we would expect that to close as well. We'll wait and see. 100 and something pips up now. Let's have a go. Let's have a look if the US 500 has done anything. No, nothing yet. So we just got alerts on US 500 for, let's put some alerts. We're at the psychological 6,000 level. I'm going to put a alert above the 2-ring low here. And if we can get an engagement in there with a 15-minute bar or a breakout of CBOS, we can then look to close that gap as well, which is here. NASDAQ. Well, NASDAQ is on balance volumes looking okay. Well, let's put that let's look at the NASDAQ on a 4 filter setup. Let's have a look at that 4 filter setup. So we'll put the NASDAQ. Crude, whoa, crude smacked right into the target here. So well done to everyone in the room that traded that. We're targeting this level here. It's just gone straight through on crude. I'd forgotten we'd done that. Very nice indeed. 1% in the bag. Well, 1.3. Let's get back to what I was looking at, which was the NASDAQ. NAS. Where's the NASDAQ? Oh, there we are. Yeah. Right, so what's the 4 filter telling us? Well, 1 filter, yes. 2 filters, yes, above 21,624. 21, so we haven't got a full 4 filter. We've got 1 filter, yes. 1 filter, we've got 1 out of 4. So the MTF system that we use in the trading room regularly, it's called a 4 filter. We have 4 filters. We have a Renko block filter. We have a 4-hour filter with a 20 EMA. And we have a 1-hour filter with another 20 EMA. And then we have the MACD standard settings. And what we're looking for a green block. Now that's gone red. We've got 4 filters short here. But we're going to get it's we are definitely, there's a trend, the 4-hour trend, and if the 4-hour trend was up here, then I'd be all over this for a short, but I'm not going to want a NASDAQ. But we need to have the market trading above the 20 EMA here, the 20 EMA here. Then we need our first indication of a Renko, of a histogram on the MACD signal, and we do a 1-to-1 or better trade. So we're looking for the first green bar. There's the first green bar, and there's the stop. 1.5% trade there. That was this morning in the futures market. At the moment, we've got absolutely nothing, and you can see here 4 filter short. We've got US 500 looking at very, very short at the moment. And let's actually, now we've got our alerts sorted. We're now 120 odd pips to the good side. Let's see if we can tighten this Dow up a little bit. I don't want to get a reversal on CBOS, sorry. So we've got CBOS here. We had a 50 pip stop. So let's put 25 pips on the stop here. So we're guaranteed half a return. I'll tell you what, let's guarantee ourselves a full 1-to-1 risk reward. So we're going to move our stop up here for a full 1-to-1 risk reward. It's probably worth watching this for the experience if you've not done gap trading or looked at the Dow before. So watch here. You can watch your on-balance volume. You will probably see people taking profits. The big players, the guys who've got a bit of experience in the markets, banks and things, they all use these cam levels. Most retail traders don't even know these exist, and you will see the market hesitate here. The issue is, do we take 60 pips and then do a breakout of here and then continue on? Do we take 60 pips? We could take 60 pips. We could take we've got 130 divided by 50 is 2.1%. Which really is 1.3%, banking 1.3. Right, so one of the techniques that we can do, and that we use in the room all the time, is the guys in the room know. We use the 9 EMA. So what we'll do, we'll either look for we'll look for a bit of green, a bit of red. We expect the mark of this. We do have a very, very nice fractal break on the CBOS. We've got participants running away. We've got people taking profits now. You can see here. I think we might do the same at 130. We'll take that, guys. Take your profits, 130 pips. So 130 pips divided by 50, 0.5%. That's a 1.3% bank. Very nice indeed. And then what we'll actually do, we'll watch this just for the moment, because you'll be able to see, here we are, we're getting this reaction now, whereby the market comes up to CBOS, people take the profits, and we get a relaxation. And that relaxation develops a new fractal base. And that gives us the opportunity to actually do a fractal breakout above CBOS. We still want this gap to close. And if we look at a CBOS breakaway, so at CBOS here, call that 188. And now we're looking at 1 minute fracking, which is very aggressive. There's a 1 minute fractal there. That's 35, 36. So that's at 38 at the moment. That's a 38 pip stop. And the reason it's 38 pip stop, we are looking for the fractal here, which is it's just moved up. So the fractal here is 43,152. We round that down to 52. Then we apply the spread, and then we add an extra pip. So we're really 2 pips below this rounded down line here, and we're looking for a 1 minute fracker. Or as a trader heading for 1% a day, well, we've already hit 1% a day. We've already hit a couple of percent this morning, and we've hit another 1.3% now. You could pack in for the day if you wanted to, but we're having a little trade and an open session today, so we'll carry on trading. Let me zoom out onto 5 minutes so you can see where we are with that frackers there. We had a fractal breakaway here and a nice fractal break here. It would have been nice if we can get above the 200 EMA as well. You can see on balance the volume is still with us. So, but we are overcooked on the stotch. We don't use RSI in the room at all. We use a stochastic. We find it much better for day trading. So we don't want to leave this alone. We do not want to leave this alone. I'm going to go for this is just potentially a phase wave. We've got 43 pips at 0.5% again, and we want that breakaway at 88 there. So we're going to get our stop under this fractal. Once the fractal will form at the base there, and we're going to do a fractal breakaway above camera breakout long, and we're now being tagged in, and we're now going to close this gap. The gap is 325.8. We're going to put that 324. So 324, and we had a bit of a slippage there. So we're heading really for 135 pips with another stop of 43, which will give us another 1.6% if we get that, making that 2.9, which won't be a bad shout at all. So there's no need to watch this. This is a fractal trade. What you could do is you could set your one-to-one risk reward here, which is there. And then we could put an alert there. And if we wanted to, we could, assuming it's a successful trade, and we can't assume anything just yet, we're just following the trend. And if we get stopped out, we get stopped out for 0.5%. We've made 1.3. We've more or less ensured a complete win here, even if this fails. If this does fail in the 1 minute, then we can't use a 1 minute fracker again, because we don't want to use something that's failed once already. We'll use a 5 minute fractal. Let's go back and have a look at the other markets. So we've still got, so a bit of a recap, a general recap, from this morning. So general recap on the morning is market came all the way down to CAM level. We then closed the gap. We then took a 15-minute bar reversal back down to CBOS, and then we were looking for a breakout on this level. And as you can see, huge 15-minute bar there, which we don't want to chase. So we had 1%, well, over 1% coming up here and 1.3% coming out here. So that's 2.3. We've made another 1.3, 2.3, 3.3, 3.6% today. We don't really need to do any more trading if we've increased our bank by 3.6% in a day. But let's see if we can get a 5 minute fracker. So we've now, you can see this area of soft resistance. You can see on balance volumes coming off. People have rode the wave coming off, and now people are taking some profits. Great indicator of this. You can get this on my website. The links are down below. And if you haven't got an OBV9 indicator, then you're flying blind. It's one of the very few. It's an indicator that I've developed. It works on Pro Real Time and TradingView, and it gives you a heads up of what's actually happening in the market on balance. Are we getting more buys in the market than sells live? So it gives you a good idea of what's going on. So ideally, in this market here, I've actually got some, or I've closed them off. So I had some 8130 calls, which are hitting the money. So, yeah, what do I want to do with this? I'm just looking at the moment on a different screens information I've got here. Do you know what? I'm absolutely keen as, oh, I want to short this back down to these levels today on a Friday. The market is negative. I really do want to short that. Right, we are going to short this, and we're going to smash this button as soon as we can. And we're going to have some stops above this swing high here. So we're looking at a full 1% trade, 14 pip stop, 14 pip target, and we need to hit that really with some gusto now. And we are going to give that, right, why was that 14? It's now come up minus 16. What the heck has gone on here? What the heck is IG doing? That isn't what we told it to do. Never mind. IG PRT is really good. Good bit of kit, good bit of software in the hands of IG. It's not as good as it should be. because it's not managed very well. And I have hundreds of traders that will agree with me on that, because they're in my trading room and they've constantly watched IG fail and complained to the technical team and got no responses whatsoever. So we're short on the, let's see, bear with me 1 minute. I just need to short it on a different platform I'm using as well. Bear with me 1 minute. I'll be but a minute. Right, that's done. Just trade multiple accounts. We have the account here that I trade with people, and I have some other private accounts that I trade as well, and together forms the basis of my trade. Right, let's get that all the way down here. That'll do. Right. As you can see, IG is not working again. You can see the trade is here. We actually are in profit by 2.5 pips, but it's not registering. How ridiculous is that? This is a recording, so I think I will send this to IG as another demonstration of, I don't know what do you call it, conscious incompetence. It's not a good advert for IG at all. Nothing is moving. Look, nothing. Oh, it actually started moving again, but the price is not moving. Yet the price is moving on the actual chart itself. Just flick that off to one side so you can actually see the actual price itself is 5.5 pips to the downside. But according to this, it's not moving. Not a good advert, not a good advert for using IG, is it really? Anybody else got the same problem as me? Or is it just me?
No, I'm on my screen, Steve. It's working normally.
I think it just doesn't like me, I think.
You just got to get a better computer.
Well, yeah, these flipping i9 Macs are rubbish, aren't they? You pay, 4.5 grand computer, and it's not to do with the computer, it's the software.
Yeah, it's the software. You're right about that. Yeah.
Bloody rubbish, isn't it? I don't know why, this is the third occasion today where we've been trading, and I'm clocking the close price here, and you can quite clearly see it's making money. And according to IG, it just isn't. It becomes very difficult, to trust the software today. Between Christmas and New Year, they've obviously I don't know what they've got, what issues they've got, because there's CBOS, the market's come all the way back down to sender. So we want to leave this alone now with an alert for this to come back up to CBOS. You can see how the market goes up to CBOS, then it's sold, market sold and come back down again. It's coming back down with the trend. We probably want to leave this alone. We made 1.3% and give 0.5% back. So I think I'm quite happy to leave that alone on that basis.
Steve, just a question there.
Sure.
I mean, we came out around about CBOS, didn't we?
Yeah.
And what I know you mentioned, maybe we take it there. Was that because you thought it might bounce off CBOS before it progressed any further, or?
Well, it all usually, very often it does, and it's not the retail traders that cause this, because a lot of retail traders, individuals, don't even know this exists. It's the banks and institutions.
Right.
Really do know where the institutions and pro traders, they do know where all the pivots in the market are, and they do mark them up. That's why we use them. That's why we have this out. That's why we have this algo to identify everything and mark it
Right.
all. So we need to know in the market what the professionals are doing, because
So whilst we don't know what the professionals are going to do when it comes up to CBOS, it's really kind of watching what the 5 and the 1 minute bars are doing that might indicate it.
well, we know the market. We know the market is people are going to push this up to CBOS. We know the market is negative. So,
Yes.
yeah,
Sorry, yeah, I was forgetting that. You're right. I think
yeah.
that's one of my weaknesses. I keep forgetting what the market's telling us.
So the market is saying we're negative. We are
Yeah.
trying to go against
Yeah.
the trend. We
Yeah.
really do need to blow inside the Camarilla breakout short. In other words, it's not short anymore. It's in normal pivot territory.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we do need to take a break of here. We took a wee break for 0.5% and got it wrong, because if you were going to get it wrong, you're going to get it wrong big style like this, and
Yes.
you may as well lose 0.5%. Let's lose your shirt with 150 through. We made 130 odd going up, and now we'll get all the retail traders trying to buy again. So all the retail traders will probably trying to buy again, and they'll probably put in their stops under here. So really, you want to be putting your buy where their stops are. The market makes the way flush the stops out if you're going to try and close this gap again. So generally, more often than not, where everyone's stops are and everyone says, "Oh, I got flushed out, then the market went the right direction." Well, you got flushed out because the market makers are creating liquidity for bigger buyers to come in and buy. So
Okay.
that's what generally happens.
Yeah. Thanks.
Gold. Let's have a look at gold. And the market, it came right down to my alert level just about, didn't it? And it's starting to put a wee bit. You've got unbalanced volumes still down. That's on the 1 hour. We need to mark that down into 10 minutes. Give us a heads up when things are starting to turn. So we can see. Not convinced. I want to see the price trading above the 9 EMF before, or the market coming all the way down into this support level at 2610 area into here, 2610. Then I could be quite interested in the market, and until that happens, I've really no interest at all in gold. Quite happy to trade against the trend, well, within a range. If you're going to trade gold, then of course the trend is your friend. The guiding principle is the 4-hour 200 EMA, and I think we've got a video on that, haven't we? Where is that video? Video. Video. That's probably where is it? Video. Studio. Try to find it. I might as well just got the website, hadn't I? The channel. Right. My channel. Where is it? Videos. So I've got the videos here. We're live at the moment with this one. So videos, it's in a playlist on the how-to. So yeah, we've got a whole bunch of how-tos there. So this is the one, how to find the best entry. That is a video you should be looking at because this is, this.
Yeah, I looked at that, Steve, the
Did
other
you?
day, and I found that actually quite helpful.
Yeah, I'm going to download this into the OneDrive. Here we've got, the Learning Center here. It's getting a bit hefty now, 1.4 terabytes. I will put this into the what should I put it into? I'll put it into useful stuff, useful info, general trend trading, because it's not exactly a strategy. It's something you hold to be true as a trader. It's something all traders should be looking at anyway. So it's not a strategy as such, but could put it into the 15-minute bar reversal, for instance. That 15-minute bar does ask for the markets to be in line, of course. And yeah, 200 EMA reversal. Yeah. Yeah, we could add that video into the videos for reviewing. And yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll download that. I just thought that was kind of, since we do it every day in the trading room, it's like motherhood and apple pie. But none of these things are screaming obvious until you actually see them. It's my fault, really. I maybe don't explain it good enough in the live rooms every morning, and so I'll make a point of that for trading with the trend. We obviously always want to trade with a trend. That's the best way to make some money. We can do reversals and fractal reversals and expiries, NFPs, divvies, all sorts of stuff like that we do. But generally, the trend is always your friend. Revert back to the trend. So from 4 hours down to 15 minutes, the trend is your friend. So as soon as you go under here, if we were, I'm trying to cover lots of different markets for people because at the end of the day, it's a trading plus training room. So there's a fracker. There you are. There's the from 15 minutes to 4 hours, the screaming short. So that's either a 15-minute bar, which is that 15-minute bar there, the perfect 15-minute bar reversal in line with the trend is this one. And the reason it's a perfect 15-minute bar is that it's not only trade, it's a 15-minute bar flat top, it's under the 9 EMA and it's under the 200 EMA. Perfect.
Yeah.
It's actually the same as a 15-minute fractal. A nice easy 1% there. And
Yeah, it's all these. What I'm finding, and I fall down more often than I should, I think, is I've got to pick up all these little pointers because it's the confluence of multiple pointers that gives the edge, I think, isn't it?
it does, yeah. It does give the edge. And if you're kind of one of the things that you want to be looking at here is at 12:30 as well. On the 15-minute, you can see here, was it 12:30? When was this? 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Around about 1 o'clock at 12:40, it said the market is starting to turn as well. So don't forget, 10 minutes before it actually happened, the OBV9 told us it was going to drop off as well. But like you said, all these different things together give you a story, to build the story, to build the reasons why you should be wanting to go short. And it all starts at the 4 hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I am now every day. I'm methodically going to look at the 4 first, the 1 hour, then the 15. But sometimes I find it quite hard when the 200 EMA is actually fairly flat. I'm thinking, well, which way is it really going?
Oh, one of the
Or
things that
maybe
we
that's the point, that's telling you to stay away.
yeah, I'd say, yeah, if it's not clear, what's the expression? If in doubt, do not.
No, that's right. And then the other
If in
thing I
doubt.
find is, sometimes, particularly the 4 and the 1, they're doing opposites.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, well, I'll stick with the 4 hour because it's at the higher level.
The other thing you can do is use if you wanted to use for instance, the 15-minute bar reversal. So you got the indicator there, 15-minute bar reversal. So it's immediately found 4 trades. So if you look on oil, it's now saying the market's getting ready for a 15-minute bar. And as you can see, there's a trend.
Yeah.
Trend is your friend. It's come down here. We're waiting for a 15-minute bar. Euro, Japani, again,
It's the same.
it's the same.
But again, when I see those, Steve, I'm waiting. Well, now you're on that one. I'm waiting for a green bar before I do anything.
You absolutely do. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, yeah. You've got to apply this just because it says it's getting ready. It doesn't mean to say it's going to work. It means it's getting ready.
Yeah, and the
so
other thing, just you're on that screen you're showing in the moment, just before the green, you've actually got I would call it more of an indecision candle. Although it's got a bias, but I would miss that out when I'm looking to see what my ratio is.
But yeah, it's you've got that's a really good so let's zoom
Yeah.
from 15 to 1 hour.
Okay.
So there we are. There's a 1 hour saying we're going up.
Yeah.
15-minute bar, 15 minutes says it's going up. And the 4 hour says it's going
Yeah.
up. We've got a
Yeah.
pullback on the stock market's coming back.
Yeah.
On the 1 hour, it's absolutely sprung loaded back. We want to trade, depending on what strategy you choose, it could be a 15-minute bar. So you're waiting for a 15-minute bar. And it's getting ready to put in a 15-minute bar. Or you could decide you want to frack it, and you could frack it on a 5 minutes. So you turn your frackers on. So, and now what it's telling you is actually we've got a different perspective now into the real detail. You only want to be trading when you are breaking the 9 EMA and you've got a 5-minute fractal. At the moment, there's potentially it's all going to collide here with I doubt it, but you never know.
Yeah.
So that's not a brilliant setup, but anything above this level is fair game. Once it's setting up, it's then up to us as traders to decide what what strategy we want to employ to try and trade it. Now, you got Swiss Japani. Well, it's not very good, that is it really? It's look at the you can see the previous action into the lower level. It's terrible. Into the 1 hour, if you're zooming right out, then yeah, you're probably looking at a phase wave expansion. You're probably looking at a peak to peak. But that's not something I would take at all. I don't really like that one. If you want to see something longer, you can use the dipper. This is looking for this market for a reversal. It's identified immediately on the 1 hour. There's a potential for euro pound, and you can just keep going through depending. We've got cable on short, going short again. So we've got cable coming up to the 200 EMA on the 1 hour. On the 4 hour, it'll be it certainly is. So this is a much better setup. For cable, we're getting to the overcooked position. We're actually coming into a resistance level here. On the 4 hour, it's overcooked as well. or we could put a cable bot on that without thinking. The cable bot should, looking at that, that should be here. That should be getting ready. Cable should be, there we are, there it is. So all we do is put our little fracker on, our robot, to do the trade because maybe we don't want to or want to do something else. So we can put cable on, cable, cable, cable. Where is cable? Cable, fractal, short. Start the bottle. Fractal, short. Boom. We'll have that in. Get it running. Bong. 5 bots running now there. It's now engaged on that bot. So we don't, if you want to trade this, then you can wait for the setup, 15-minute bar reversal. Or so 15-minute bar reversal, you can see quite clearly with 15-minute bar reversal. The 15-minute bar reversal is there. So that one you could have took, it never triggered. Market came up, hit these levels again, and now we've got a new 15-minute bar reversal here. So a break of that would take you on a 1-to-1 straight back down to a previous target level. But if you don't want to trade that, then you could quite easily get that bot on, and the bot will do it for you. And it will do multiple risk management for you. Which reminds me, let's get back to the Kiwi USD. It's probably a bit late now. Oh, yeah, right. That comes screaming off, didn't it? So, yeah, nice one. So I didn't switch the bot on. But what we'll do, we'll rerun that bot and ZD So the 2025 bots, I've not owned them yet. The people are asking me when are they ready, and I'll be getting them ready for the 2024s. This is the 2024 pack. And the worst month we've had is 8.6%, and the best month was over 16% per month, every month. So there are monster bots, and I've improved them for 2025. But they'll be ready for early next week to buy in the pack, and I'll put them on the website here. Where is
this
it?
dawned UK is going the wrong way.
Say again.
The FTSE's going the wrong way.
We're not on the FTSE yet.
I am.
Well, we
But
shouldn't
it
be.
clicked in some time ago.
We're looking at Kiwi USD. Where is? I think I've got them on here. Oh, there they are. I need to change those for 2025. I'm just going to run this.
Okay.
So I'm just looking at the FTSE. It's 2 points.
It's coming back slowly, but it's found a level, hasn't it?
It has, yeah. We'll look at that. We'll look at that in a minute, and we can look at the way it's dropped into a confluence level.
Yeah, it has.
And, yeah. Be reasonably confident it's going to drop out the bottom of that confluence level, but only time will tell. It is a Friday. We've got we've got the best trading day of the year, which is coming up, and I think that's Tuesday, isn't it? And then we're back on Tuesday, aren't we?
Yeah, I won't. Yeah, I won't be around. I'm down with friends in Devon, so I won't make that, I'm afraid.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's New Year's Eve, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
The ASX. I'll be on for the ASX with all the Aussie traders.
Okay.
Because that's going to be in the UK probably about 1 o'clock in the morning or something. 1:30 in the morning, we'll be trading that one. And usually it's a monster trade. We used to make somewhere between 8 and 15% in an evening in the last hour. Absolute monster trade it is. EOQ end of the year as well. And then we'll do the FTSE EOQ as well at fourth. I think it's 12:30 it finishes early on New Year's Day. and I'm not going to do the American markets.
Well, I'll take my laptop down if I've got a chance. I'll try and join, but I can't make any promises. The other thing,
So,
Steve,
yeah.
while I've got you, because I quite like to do some more one-to-ones.
Yeah, no problem.
But normally you put your availability up, but I don't think I think the last one you put up has run out of time.
It has, and we're on holiday, so I've not bothered.
Oh, well, no, that's fine. That's
So
fine. I'm just,
I will
yeah.
put it out next. I'll put it out over the weekend, and then
Okay.
let's book some one-to-one mentoring sessions and things.
Yeah. No, I'd
yeah.
really like that. I know the sort of bad habits I've got. Because obviously I have a run of losses or whatever, and I think, yeah, I was a stupid chap. But so yeah, I'm learning for real. And some days I'm good, but mostly I'm not. And I think it's to do with not understanding the multiple things I've got to look at each time.
Yeah. Okay. No problem. No problem at all. Yeah. Yeah. There'll be. Yeah. I'll make a note of that because I always get battered is the wrong word, but straight after January, everyone's infused after being.
Absolutely, because you're starting at zero again because it's a new year. It's a New Year's resolution, isn't it?
Yeah. Everyone's going to be a millionaire this year. It didn't happen last
Of
year.
course, I'm going to
This year
be
it's going to be the year.
absolutely. Because
So
the other thing I've decided now, because I'm spending too much time on the screen, I'm having to watch, and sometimes I take 3 bites to get all my profit, or I cut out, and then I think I made a loss. Now I'm going to try and get it back. So I'm actually going to decide when I'm going to trade during the week.
yeah.
And because I need to have a life outside of trading, because it's sometimes, well, quite a few days I'm just doing nothing else, and
Oh
that
yeah, right.
wasn't my plan.
No, not at all. No, we need to focus on when you want to come to the screen. So,
Yeah.
there's a trade every single morning, as you know, the gap trading that we do,
Well,
but
I do try
very,
and do that, and I
very
do try and do
strategically,
the
if you want to stay away
231.
from that, you can stay away from that because
Yeah.
you can focus on the other trades that we have got around CBOS, R4s, R3s, BBOs. It's all sorts of things you can rearrange your trading around. So you can do this if you've got a full-time job or retired. It's up to you. But yeah, let's have a chat and then we can work a trading plan out and
Yeah.
yeah, incorporate some of the system trades that you know you're going to do every month, like non-farm payrolls, like dividend trades,
Yes. Yeah,
expiry.
that would be really helpful, Steve, to be
Sure,
honest.
no problem.
And also, I've got a feeling, I mean, you've upgraded quite a few bots. I probably need to understand what I've got and whether they're the most up to date now.
Yeah.
Because I've had a run. I think we spoke. It must have been a couple of months back. And so did a couple of other guys, and I wasn't having a lot of success. So I'm generally not using them.
Yeah. Yeah, so we need to talk about that as well because
Yeah, because I think I'm pretty certain I'm missing a trick, but I've just I obviously haven't got the knack yet.
well, yeah, it's the problem we've got is these bots trade a lot better than traders learning to trade, if you will, or honing
Yes.
the skills.
Yeah.
And some people like as a bot community. So as you know, we've got other people in the community that are not part of the trading community that just want to be bot managers and trade. Oh my God. So I register everything that I've traded. Is easier in the room? No, he isn't. And just honest, open. Where have I got the fractal bot tracker? So let's open this up. Need to update. All right. Okay. So we started this in June, didn't we? And
You did,
all the
yes.
trades that
Yeah.
happen on the bots. Yeah, and we risk 1%, of course, and 15% return, and then 15% return, and then 16% return, and so on and so on and so on. Not everyone does all these trades, and I thought I was doing quite well, but Ija was absolutely smashing it.
Yeah, I remember you saying, yeah.
And he kept quiet, which is fair enough,
Yeah.
because he was outperforming. And I don't mind if people outperform me. I think it's brilliant if people outperform me. It means I'm doing my job, and teaching everyone the right thing. And then there's the gold bots as well, which are in and out, in and out. So this one we just put in for October, and that bot made 9%. So if you use the fracker bots and the gold bots, then obviously don't publish us on YouTube because no one will believe it. No one believes. You always get the dissenters, usually the people that can't trade, all of the mouthpiece on saying that's not right. We've got all the evidence. People in my room know we make this much money, and between these two bots, it's 15 to 20% a month bank profit. And we teach people how to use these. So if you're having trouble using these, we do have Q&A sessions all the
I'm
time.
just wondering whether I've got fractal bots. I know I've got shorts because that's where I started.
Oh,
Then I got a gold long bot.
I don't know. Well, let's have a look.
Yeah,
hell, I
yeah.
forget. We are I forgot we're streaming on YouTube, aren't we? Apologies to the guys on YouTube watching. I didn't mean to be dissenting to the YouTube guys, but people just don't believe what we do, and that's it's okay. The new guys that have just come on board, it's quite interesting, really. One of them, I'm not going to name you, but said it's real. This isn't it? It really is a real trading room. I said, well, yeah. I've been watching you for a few months and didn't realize, didn't believe that that's what you did. And they said, well, I should have joined earlier, but that's fine. Most people on YouTube watch for a couple of minutes and then bugger off to the next quick fix on the video. And those are all the people that will never learn as long as they've got a hole in their ass, I'm afraid. All they do is cruise looking for the next big bang, and there isn't such a thing as a big bang. There's a big bang in losing money, of course, but the real way to do it is to actually put your head down and get the learning done, get the consistency done, be present in the market and trade, and that's the only way to learn. And once you learn how to do it, then you turn the market into an ATM. And if we use all our bots as well, then flipping heck.
Yeah, that's the other thing, as I said, that I'd like to do. Anyway, listen, I'm going to have to make a move, but thank you very much.
Yeah, no worries.
And
I think
I've
I'm
had a
gonna
good
call it
day.
anyway.
And
My voice is about gone today from talking.
yeah,
From
well,
early
make sure it's there on New Year's Eve, Steve.
Yeah. I was look at this. I got just annoyed with the PRT. Look at this thing. It's it should we are 6 pips. We went to over 0.5%, and the market it's. I wonder if I move this, it will change anything. No, it's not changing anything, is it? I've got a stop to entry. I wonder
You
if
probably
that,
you probably need to close it down and reopen it. That's the problem.
yeah, PRT. Yeah, something's gone wrong with PRT. Doesn't work on that. It's not working on the FTSE at all. It's just not working at all, which is very frustrating. And when it's not working, then you're going to end up potentially losing money, putting the trades in the wrong way. But
Yeah.
we've got we'll take that off as well. Bitcoin. Wow, I'm looking for a 15-minute bar reversal on Bitcoin. We've got the algos. Did you see the algos on Bitcoin that I run this morning?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was there this morning.
Yeah, I forget who's there, who's on and who's not. People pop in and out the room, and the ding dong bell that tells me everyone running in and out the Zoom room. It's been switched off because it drives me bonkers when it's ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, everyone coming in and out. But we know it's like, my tolerance.
Yeah.
Not
No
as good as it
comment.
should be. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
It was all right when you were in Barrow and I was in Farnborough. Then it worked.
Yeah.
Because we were sort of had that boundary between us, and that I think that worked really well. But there you go.
Yeah.
We're doing fine at the moment, Steve.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Do you know what? I was just talking to a few of the old Barrow squad on Astute.
Are we?
Yeah. Yeah. With, a few of the guys that are still actually there, and they're
Wow.
on the Endeavour class now. And
Yeah, the new SSBN or whatever.
yeah,
Yeah,
the Vanguard replacement.
that's
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
yeah, it's amazing that people are still actually there, actually in the same offices that we used to be in.
Really, really.
Yeah. And you think,
That's
wow,
amazing. That
been
is
on the road a
amazing,
few times
actually.
since then.
Yeah.
But such is life. I don't know
Yeah.
whether we're going to continue. I don't know whether we're going to continue this trading this afternoon. We've made a lump of cash. Do I really need to make any more? So this is interesting. So we've got initial balance indicators, and we can talk about these as well next year when we coming in. But these, you can see the initial balance breakout. Now, a really good trade when we're doing the IB breakouts I'll be going over these in a new year refresh. So there's a fractal break on the 1 minute IB breakout. So the market comes down to the initial balance, breaks within the initial balance, and you take the first fracker break here on the previous frac swing low. So 12 pips, and that's I think we did the modeling on that. So I think it's about 85 to 88% win rate.
Wow.
Doing IB trading. What's it like on the NAS? Where's Andy? Andy's here. So this doesn't look like it's gonna happen today. Therefore, we'll leave it alone. But let's have a look at the initial balance breakout is here. Turn it on. So again, you can see here we've gone straight down on the IB. IB's held. So the IB breakout trade would be donk there. That would be the initial balance breakout on a 1-to-1. Happy days. I think I'm going to do that anyway. We're trading under S3, but an IB breakout, it's a very high probability trade. I tell you what, we'll leave that and then we'll come back to it when we're live again next, and then you can actually see how that worked.
Okay.
The S&P again, look at that. The initial balance break. What about the FTSE? Let's go back to that FTSE. Has it changed yet? Is it still showing a profit? It is in profit, but it's not showing profit.
Yeah, I actually banked a profit in the end and just came out. I
I'm going to
decided.
can that, take the money and can it.
Yeah, well, that's what I did.
Yeah, so we'll take that money, take the profit, can it, and then yeah, don't trust it. You can't trust IG at the moment with where you well, don't need to say more. We've demonstrated how it can and cannot work. Do I want to hang around till 4 o'clock?
No. I mean, as I said, I need to go really. So
The rest
I'm
of the
going to say
guys are all
cheerio,
running out the
Steve.
room anyway, so I think
Yeah,
I'll run out the room with them and
yeah.
pull the plug, and I will be back on the 31st. But
Yeah,
I'll
well, if I
put
can
something in
join
over
you,
the
I will.
weekend.
But yeah, if
Put
I can
something
join
over the
you, I
weekend,
will.
and anybody in the
Yeah.
room that wants to book something can.
No, that'll be fantastic. I'll certainly be trying to do that. All right, Steve.
All right, guys, I'm
All
gonna
the
go
best.
buy it on the YouTube. Bye, guys. Leaving now.
Yeah, I'll say cheerio. Bye.
All right, cheers then. Cheers, guys in the room. Bye bye. Right, let's get off, and it looks like this is quite a delay in the room. Quite a delay in the room. So if anyone's there, Roger or Pep, can you just, if you can hear what I'm saying now, can you just type in? Because I'm just looking here on the playback, and it looks like it's delayed by a long time. Ah, so, right, okay. So, okay, Pep, cheers, man. Yeah, wow. So we've had 40 people, just 40 people online trading or watching. And yeah, I think I'm going to just call it. We've got enough money already. We're just gonna, I think I'll just short the FTSE into the, just keep the FTSE short into the close. And the DAX, let's just have a quick look before I go. Right, yeah. So we're heading the DAX to the 78.6 Fibbo, and that's hit as well. I'm just looking for other areas to snipe, but we don't need to really. You want to keep trading just for the sake of trading. Done really, really well. Well, not really well. Over 3% today. So that's okay. So for the guys, Roger, Pep, the rest of the team that are in there, and also guys in the room, I will be putting out over the weekend a calendar. If you want to book a mentoring session, let's get cracked on, set your trading plans for 2025. And I'll also be doing a demoing of the new, get it right, the new fractal bots for 2025, and also we'll go over the Bitcoin trading. So with the bots, because I just put these on. We are going to be doing a bot pond of BTC. So everyone can chuck in a few rupees. I want nothing for it. I'm not interested in taking any money for it. Put your money into the BTC bot pond, and we'll put the bots on, and then you can benefit from the bots trading on your behalf for a year. Just to show you, this is one of the bots run this year. Yep, and we'll just run the bot. It's just running the bot now. So around about 68%, 65% hit rate. And we're running on just spending a penny. And we're looking at round about what I'm going to do is going to close off or do a reversal in April. No matter what we do, we can't seem to make money going along with BTC, but we can make 457% using 1 penny on a 2K account. So if we can make 9,000 quid out of £2,000 base account, then that's a good thing to do. So we're going to be running that. A few of the guys in the room have already said they want to do it. There's the profile. Yeah, we've had quite a few good catches or run-ups, and it just says flat again. Like the principle I've said, on a 4 hour, 1 hour and 15 minutes, it sets the market up at 4 hours, then aligns it for 60 minutes. It then puts into a 15-minute time frame. It calls up a fractal engine. It then trades the engine. It then runs a subroutine on a stop to break even to capture some profit, and runs on better than a one-to-one. And we've got one running does over 100% a year. This does 450, and its cousin that'll be finished over the weekend is running about 280%. So we should be able to make quite a few rupees. But again, I don't want people to throw loads of money into the bots, into the pot. It's just money that not pocket change, but everyone wants to put a few quid in there. If you can triple your money or quadruple your money in a year, then that's not bad at all as a sideline. And it'd be quite interesting watching how the bot works. And then we'll just track it. It's in a separate account, and we can just track all the trades and then do the regression and everything. So sorry, for the guys on YouTube, this won't be open to the guys on YouTube. You got to be a member of the private trading community to take advantage of the BTC pond of bot trading. But anyway, I'll stop waffling. I'll get off and hope you have a great new year. And I'll be back on the 31st, and we'll be doing the EOQ starting at crazy o'clock in the morning on the ASX, and hopefully we'll be smashing a double-digit figure out of the market on the ASX, and we'll look forward to doing that. So have a great weekend, guys, and I'm gonna go. Cheers then. Bye-bye.